Hey Unified Generation, my name is Niobe, I am a senior.
And I'm Maddy, and I'm a junior. What's up?
We are from Service High School in Anchorage, Alaska. Welcome to Unified Talks.
You heard us, Alaska. Not many people have been able to visit Alaska. If that's you, you may have a certain idea of what Alaska is like.
Press pause and think about this question. What comes to mind when you hear Alaska? So what did you think of?
Was it snow, dog sledding, grizzly bears, cold temperatures?
You're not wrong. We have some of that stuff, but those aren't the only things you can find in Alaska. We've also had malls, restaurants, and pizza.
You've probably made these assumptions because that is your only point of view of Alaska. Maybe the media or even other people have only told you one or two things about it. You haven't experienced it yourself to know any differently.
But we aren't here to teach you about Alaska.
So why are we really here?
We're here to show you how we can be open to other people's experiences. This helps us accept and understand their perspective.
A perspective is your thoughts, beliefs, or point of view on something based on the information you have. Your perspective can drive your decisions and actions.
When you open your mind to someone else's perspective, it can help your view on the topic grow too.
Why is learning this important? Because perspective taking will help you recognize people have diverse feelings, plans, and points of view different from your own. Learning how to do this will also help you grow into a more accepting and inclusive friend, teammate, and leader. It's important to be aware of our underlying perspectives so we avoid making judgments of others. It's something we can all continue to work on. So, how are we going to do it?
We're gonna show you, then we'll give you some tips so you can apply it into your everyday life.
Niobe and I are going to look at this illusion picture together to help you better understand perspective taking.
We're each going to make a second and think about what we see.
Why don't you do it with us? Ready? Go! So I see a duck.
But I see a rabbit.
Why do we have different perspectives? Don't we have the same information?
Good point. That's totally natural. We're all different people coming from different backgrounds with different strengths, beliefs, and abilities. We bring those traits with us when we have processed information and develop a perspective. Now we have 2 points of view. I'm glad we didn't let our initial thoughts divide us. Instead, we saw value in seeing different perspectives. Let's see what some others think. I bet some share my perspective and some share yours.
Okay. What do you see?
Okay, I see a duck.
Okay. Jack?
I see a rabbit.
Scarlett?
A rabbit.
Leland?
A duck.
Ooh, Team Duck and Team Rabbit.
Let's go.
Who again has the rabbit? I can't.
We're Team Rabbit.
Team Rabbit. Can you, and you can work together since you saw the same things. Using your pens, will you kind of point out what characteristics help you see the rabbit?
You want to start, Scarlett?
I see a rabbit ears right here.
Yeah, and I see like there's a little bit of a dent right there, so it looks like kind of the mouth of the rabbit, and it's just staring off.
So can you draw an arrow? Which direction is this rabbit looking?
It's looking that way.
Do you agree, Scarlett?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's turn your paper, and I want you to teach Team Duck, Team Duck, what you see. Okay, so Team Duck, using these supports, ears looking that way, can you start to see the rabbit?
Yeah, no,
It's
I
okay if
definitely
you
see
don't.
it now. No, like,
The eye for the duck and the rabbit is the same. They're just looking in a different direction.
Interesting. Okay, so Leland, maybe you'll start to see the rabbit when we really break down the duck. Can you both now point out and show the traits that helped you see the duck?
The like duck lips are like right here. Then
Okay.
like they said, like the eyes like right here.
Okay. Do you agree?
Yeah, just like
What-
the bill and the eye.
What direction is the duck looking?
This way.
Yeah.
So the ears of the rabbit equal to what of the duck?
The bill.
The bill, okay. The eye of the rabbit is the what of the duck? The eye of the duck. But the mouth of the rabbit, what could that be on the duck? Just, is it anything?
Part of the name.
Yeah, just part of the back of the head. So you each saw different things, same exact information, but did we have the same perspective? No. Why is that? Why do those things change? Why does that happen?
Because there's two right answers.
See, even if people have one point of view, they're still able to learn from each other if they're open to talking with others and having an open mind.
This doesn't just apply to pictures. This can be about anything in life.
Yeah, sometimes we have limited information on things, like people with intellectual disabilities, or ID. As a result, we may form only one perspective about people with ID. This may be because we haven't connected with anyone with ID, so we just make assumptions on their life experiences.
Or we've only had one interaction, so we think all people with ID must be the same way. That's not true. Everyone with or without ID, it's unique. We need to be able to make new connections with people who are different from us, so our points of view can change and grow. This way we can start to see people and topics in a new way.
We can start being more accepting, understanding, and inclusive. Here's some tips you can start practicing and gaining new perspectives in your own life.
Tip number 1, recognize that people have experiences that are different from yours.
Start by asking yourself questions about certain topics like, do people with disabilities want to play sports? Or does someone with ID want to be a leader in a club or on campus? Your answers to these questions might help you realize your perspective is based on limited information. Or maybe you're only thinking about something from one perspective.
Tip number 2, connect with a person or research a topic you are unfamiliar with.
Go in with an open mind and respect. It might feel uncomfortable, but you are making a connection in order to learn and grow. You can do this.
Tip number 3, listen, ask questions, and share connections.
We did this when talking about the illusions activity. Doing these things will allow you to add your own perspective. It will also help you express your thoughts so others can understand you too.
Warning! Not everyone will be comfortable having a conversation like this right away.
That's right, and that's okay. Show the person you are interested in learning more, but respect the other person if they don't want to teach you about their perspective or experience at that moment.
You can expand your point of view in other ways like doing research online, connecting with others on social media, or reading a book from a different point of view. Tip number 4, check in with yourself in the future to make sure you are continuously practicing perspective taking.
Do this by asking, how would someone else feel? Why might someone else think differently? What experiences have shaped my thoughts?
Remember, we've always have room to grow. It's time to put these steps into action. We'll challenge you to grow your perspective on people with ID.
First, write down your current point of view. What assumptions do you have? You can always talk this out with your parent, friend, or teacher you trust. Then, check out the video, What Does IDD Mean? On generationunified.org to learn more. There are many other videos you can watch too.
After that, spend time with classmates with disabilities in class, in a club, or on the field.
Keep your perspective growing, then motivate others to do the same. Thanks for joining us today.
Bye, unified generation. Bye-bye.
Bye.